Howdy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Chainsaw Man Part 2, Chapter 135, aka Chapter 232. And before we get into this final live reaction, well, at least for Part 2, as far as we know anyway, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel, and in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, and because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz, and considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little puppet kitty who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon we don't have to worry about that, so we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked winter anime season coming to a close, in which today we're going to be covering Tune Into the Midnight Heart. We are also covering Oshinoko, Fire Force, Sosu no Frieren, Jujutsu Kaisen, Marusehi no Slave, Dead Account, Digimon, and Hell's Paradise Jigakuraku, and Vigilante Boku no Hero Academia Legals. And there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So how this is going to work for Chainsaw Man is because going into this, we have no idea what's going on. We don't know if this is just the end of Part 2 or if this is just the straight up end of Chainsaw Man, the series as a whole. So what we're going to do is we're going to just dive straight into the chapter, and then when we're done with the chapter, we'll discuss the chapter, obviously. We'll give our thoughts on this, chapter as like an ending, whether it be for like just a part, or just, for the series, depending on how things are, and like give our thoughts on the part, and if this is the ending of the series as a whole, we'll give our thoughts on that as well. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled, Thank You Chainsaw Man. So we're with Denji, and this is after, again, the complete reset. And it's back to the very beginning with the eye patch and everything. Ooh, feels like I had a good and bad dream. Wish I'd only have good dreams, like eating with a girl and playing video games. I want a pet dog too. Oh! So, something that I theorized was in regards to, Pachita being gone, is that if Pachita was going to be gone, would that mean like all the devils being gone? But I guess no, that's not the case. What we want is the devil's power, and what I want is the deaths of all devil hunters. Denji dies, of course. Oh man, am I really gonna kick the bucket before even one good thing could happen to me? That's just my luck, though. It's a naked woman. At least I got to have one last good dream. Oh! So power came to rescue Denji, okay. Blood! Give it back, 'tis all mine! Oh, this human smells like a dog. I like dogs. This is a contract. I'll give you life and exchange your mind until you die. Yeah. Oops, I thought you were the zombie devil. You beat those guys, you could be useful. From today on, you both belong to me. Belong to you? I think not. Humans really are idiotic. Human, behold my battle prowess. I'm Power the Blood Devil. This is great! My power is said to equal that of a god. Take this! Bang! Yeah. It's not even Makima, it's Nayuta. So, now this is a very interesting twist. Okay. So, even after all that fuckery, it's not even Makima. No Makima. Makima gone, period. Nah, it's Nayuta. A devil at a school? Yep, I'm busy. You two go kill it by yourselves. So busy. Video games? Lucky. Meowie likes her. Meowie likes her. Why? Meowie shouldn't love anyone but me. That girl is to be the control devil or something. Well, yeah. Must be nice to have a happy-go-lucky brain like yours. I'm not happy. That girl gets to keep meowing a bunch of dogs. My only pet is you. You aren't even cute. Powie weapon. What do you want to kill with today? I used an axe the other day, so give me a chainsaw. Ah! The devil's been exterminated. This area is safe now. Don't touch the blood or the body, please. Wish I could have gone to school too. Oh, there's also the turkey! Or the chicken! Why did I say turkey? The chicken! Oh. Hey, Power, isn't that a devil too? Turd Power, hey! 'Tis blood. Damn it! Oh. Oh, he saved Asa! My bad. Oh, he saved Asa from killing the chicken! Thank you, Chainsaw Man. Oh, Chainsaw Man? Oh, the heart! Because, you were fighting with the chainsaw. Oh, yeah. Bye then. Hey, that devil. I'm hungry. I want food. My heart, thumped for a second there. Oh, you have you have heart thump disease. I know about it because I have medical knowledge. Fucking Power. Treat me to a meal and I'll cure it for you. And Denji's watching. Dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're having fried chicken, right? And egg rolls, right? And fried ramen, rice ramen, and pot stickers, and ice cream on the way home? I'm broke. Let's go shake down our seniors! Hold on a second. Something is missing here. Let me make sure everything is here. Do I think this is the end? I don't know. I don't think this, in terms of, obviously it's the end of part 2. Do I think this is the end of the series itself? No. I think in terms of an end for part 2, I think this is great. The reason being, it really shows this is a great way to end, because it feels like to me what part 2 was, because remember what part 2 is. Part 2 is the high school arc, right? And the thing is that what part 2 does is it's basically, it really kind of gives you this idea that part 2 is Asa's story. And this is a conclusion, essentially, to Asa's story. That's what this is. This is a conclusion to Asa's story. This ending here, this chapter is a conclusion to Asa's story. So if you're looking at it like that, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this being the conclusion to Asa's story. Now, what I'm curious about here is I'm going to take a look and see what it says in the closing text, because goddamn Viz sucks and doesn't do the closing text. So I double checked the closing text, and it was, the usual ending kind of credit kind of thing. And I also double checked the end of the first part of Chainsaw Man, which said it was the end of part 1. Now, it's interesting it doesn't say, maybe it's because it's the colored edition it has this, but, like, wouldn't you think it would have at least the end of part 2? I don't, in all honesty, like, the way it ends here, it feels so similar to part 1. It really does. I mean, in the first part of Chainsaw Man, you had Denji eating Makima, and here, well, you had Pochita eating himself. You have that kind of thing going on, and what that did essentially did a reset. In a way, it did a reset in Chainsaw Man. It was kind of like a soft. I feel like the better way of wording it, would it be like a soft reset? Well, it was kind of like it was actually, now that I think about it, it was a reset for Makima, because Makima came back as Nayuta. And this time, it was what happened with Pochita, it was like a full-on reset. But this time, though, it happened with Denji. Oh my god, that's what happened here. Holy shit, that is totally what happened. I see what you're doing here, Fujimoto. I do. I see what you did here. But, like, just thinking it along of that, I definitely think, I really do think that part 2, in all reality, part 2 of Chainsaw Man was definitely, was Asa's arc. It totally was. Whereas part 1 was more of Denji's arc. Now, part 3, though, we didn't see Aki, which really sucks. But part 3, though, if there is a part 3, which I think there will be, I think part 3 would be Power's arc, and probably, like, especially based on the when Denji saw Asa, you saw Pochita. Let me go pull that page up real quick, because I have the part 1 up right here. When you saw the Pochita heart, the Pochita-esque heart is there. It's still there. It's a devil heart that's there. Probably, you can, that's maybe the blood devil heart, but maybe this is just me coping. But, you know what? I wonder if it's, instead of rescuing Power, it's and this is the arc that, Fujimoto wants to do instead, is instead of going to rescue Power, he was going to have, Denji and Power rescue, Pochita. I would not be mad at that. No, but I feel like there's going to be a part 3. I really do. That's not me. I don't think that's me coping, though. I don't think that's me coping. It's just based on how the writing is, especially with the writing for Asa specifically. Because I think what was happening was Fujimoto was kind of writing himself into a wall where he was kind of stuck. Because he didn't know what to do with Asa. He really didn't. And let's be fucking real, he did not give a fuck about ships. He does not give a fuck about your ship. If he did, Rize would come back here. Speaking of, like, hello? Use Rize! Like, why wasn't Rize here? That would have been great to have Rize here. I'm still surprised Rize hasn't showed up. But, again, this is why you get a part 3. I'm telling you, there will be a part 3. There's no way Shueisha is not going to, like, let Fujimoto get away from their moneymaker without doing a part 3. And I swear to God, I can't remember. I swear to God, there was going to be. I remember Fujimoto saying that that Chainsaw Man was going to be in 3 parts. I could be wrong, but let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on this. But I swear Fujimoto said that Chainsaw Man was going to be a 3-part series. I remember one of them was involving, and I remember one of them, I know it was originally going to be saving power from hell, but I think it's going to be more so saving Pachita from hell or something. There's going to be something else going on. That's what it feels like to me. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like the story is over. It doesn't. It does not feel like the story is over. But we'll find out. We'll definitely find out for sure at Jump Festa, at the next Chainsaw Man panel at Jump Festa, because that's when we found out the ship for part 2. Was at Jump Festa, and I think at that panel that was when we also got the announcement for the Animate as well. But that's what I think anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. Do you guys think, based on this chapter, that this kind of confirms that that part 2 was really more so like Asa's story, whereas part 1 was like Denji's story, kind of like it was more so Denji's story, and then do you think, and where do you think that part, especially, and based on this ending, it's because it is kind of similar to the end of part 1 in a way. Do you think we are going to get a part 3? I really do. I really do. I gotta wonder if the whole thing with Asa, like, pivoted way too far from what Fujimoto originally wanted to do, and like he had to like do a hard reset and like just like redo a bunch of shit. That's what it feels like to me. That's what it feels like. But in terms of this, before I forget, in terms of part 2 as a whole, part 2 was okay. It was okay. It wasn't as good as part 1. No, it was definitely not as good as part 1. But when it got good, it got good. But man, there were parts where it was slow. There definitely was. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is just the end of part 2 like I do? Or do you think that especially based on this chapter, that, and especially comparing it to, the final chapter of part 1, do you guys think that there's going to be a part 3? And again, I could be wrong, and maybe it is me coping, but I swear Fujimoto said that there was going to be a 3-part arc, or this was going to be 3 parts, and one of the parts was going to involve Denji going to hell. I know it was originally going to be to save power, but, well, oh god, I really, really wanted to see Denji. Well, I know there was that brief moment where they were like in purgatory, but I still want to see Denji go to hell. I do. I hope we still get that. I really do. If we get a part 3. Fuck, if in part 3 we get like a reversal of this, that would be fucking sick too. I wouldn't mind that at all. But I feel like just, I've been right about this shit. It's like every time we've seen like a double heart, shit like that, something happens. And I was right about Yami, and I'm totally right about this. Like that double heart that Denji has, and there's a reason why they showed that heart. Pachita is coming back. Pachita is not gone. No, it's not. Like there's something else that I almost forgot. Something that we've seen in other series, like say Dandadan, for example, with Turbo Granny, is because remember Okuran had part of Turbo Granny up inside of him or was possession of Turbo Granny's power for a long period of time. A little part of Turbo Granny was still up inside of him. Oh god, that sounded so bad. I feel like it's the same thing with Pachita. Pachita left part of himself up inside of Denji. That's why I'm like, I'm telling you, Pachita is gonna come back. It's not me coping. It's shit. It's because this is shit I've seen before in other series. So, like Dan to Dan. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Chainsaw Man content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!